Oh boy, it's time
Over
for
the
the
Both of y'all
show.
show.
stop
Jeez, man.
talking.
Hey, damn.
Damn. Carly here. Shut up and pay attention.
So we got the take. This is take one. And the first question we got is, who is Xcursion?
Xcursion is... I ain't gonna lie, because that is a deep one every time that question is asked to me.
You can go deep or shallow.
Xcursion is your everyday person. I could say, if I could say it like that. I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna just go ahead and just even go this angle with it, because it's the reason why I even named like the next album after Underboss the way that I did. Excuse me. Then the name of it is Lover Lyricist Lunatic. Xcursion is mild mannered. Xcursion is a cool, calm, collective person. Xcursion is a man that is in love with his music, especially hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Especially, the lyrical aspects of things and whatnot. And I'm gonna stop there before I go into a tangent on that. There's a lot that can be unpacked here when it comes down to, my love for, the music, the art, and the craft. Xcursion is a man that, to kind of elaborate on the lunatic side, because I don't want for nobody to think that I'm crazy. No. I'll say it like this. He's a chill person that loves his music, that, and has grown up in the projects, in the streets and whatnot, has, accumulated, certain levels of street savvy and things of that nature. That's where the lunatic aspect comes in. Altogether, to wrap it up the best way that I possibly can, I'm just a man that's looking to elevate myself and looking to elevate as many people as I possibly can with me here in the process, for as long as there's breath in my body to be able to do so.
Okay. All right. Our next question we got is, where does Xcursion come from? And that could be physical location.
Okay, well, physical location, Akron, Ohio.
Okay.
North side to be exact. Now, the name Xcursion, to elaborate on that, I was real heavy in the freestyling when I first started rapping, because I didn't know anything about writing at the time. Once I found out about writing, that's when I started. And even then, I was still freestyling heavy. You know what I mean? But there was a person that found out about my being able to rap. You know what I'm saying? I want to say I was like 16. Yeah, I was 16 at the time. And he wanted to test that out. He's saying challenge me on that side or whatnot, just to see if it was real or if I was just reciting stuff or whatever that I already written, etc., etc. And so what he decided to do was hey, I'm gonna pick a word, and you got to use it 5 different ways. Different ways. Don't say the same shit. Da da da. And the word just happened to be Xcursion. He wanted to trip me up or whatnot, but thankfully at this time, me being a big cannabis fan, and one having to pick up a dictionary to learn, some of the things that he was saying in his verses, because he has an extensive vocabulary himself, and then 2, wanting to expand my own vocabulary because he just inspired me to do so. so on and so forth. I got a song called Guerrilla Warfare. It's just completely cannabis inspired. It's on all streaming platforms here too. Shameless plug. Anyway, so I was already familiar with Xcursion, thankfully. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, cool. You know what I'm saying? I got something to work off of. So I freestyle that, you know what I'm saying? And fast forward, after about maybe like a good 3-4 minutes, I was finally able to, like, you know what I'm saying, flip it in 5 different ways. And somebody was a fly on the wall, ear hustling, you know what I'm saying, like listening to me rap. He thinking I'm rapping in third person. And you know what I'm saying, and he liked what I was doing clearly because he's over here telling folks or whatever around him, like, yo, you need to listen to this nigga Xcursion. This dude is dope as fuck. Da, da, da. Like, that's not my name. It's like, but then it hit me like, no, Xcursion sounds dope though. Yeah. My name is Xcursion. Da, da, da. So that's where Xcursion, the name, comes from. And ultimately, like, Xcursion, you know what I'm saying, on the creative side here too, you know what I'm saying, apart from the name, just comes from my love for music, you know what I mean, and, my search for my own creative outlet. And rap just happened to be it, you know what I mean? I've done poetry, I've done short stories, I've drawn comics and everything, you know what I'm saying? And they all were dope in their own right. But it didn't give me what I needed wholeheartedly, you know what I'm saying, to stick with it. You know what I'm saying, as to where music by way of rap did.
So so you kind of answered the next question. It says, you answered it some. I'm going to see if you can elaborate, and that's totally up to you. When did Xcursion first come to play or step on the scene?
To go all the way back, 1994.
Okay.
10 years old. You know what I mean? That's when, it's so funny. I was even talking to another artist here. He's an Akron pioneer, Felony One, about this. This is when, like, Biggie had came out. Nas had just dropped Illmatic. Bone Thugs and Harmony just came out. 94 was a dope year for rap. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm listening to all of this. And then on top of that, you know what I'm saying, there's folks out in the wilderness, you know what I'm saying, where I was saying that at that time. You know what I'm saying, that would rap and freestyle and everything. You know what I'm saying, folks at, you know what I'm saying, kids in Barrett Academy or whatever. You know what I'm saying, rapping and everything like that. I'm like, shit, I can do this too. You know what I'm saying, so on and so forth. So that's when I started. But, like, if you really want to get into when attention was really coming to me and when momentum was being built up and everything like that, I would say 2000. That's when I got my first record deal with Hilltop Entertainment. At that time, the label that was, you know what I'm saying, about to be built up, but unfortunately it did fold. And then later, on a more formal professional side here, 2005, when I came out with my first project ever, mixtape or album, called Black Market. So
I know this ain't no real interview, but this is like setting us up for great. Yep, I can't wait. I can't wait.
I'm with it. Yeah, ask me whatever.
How has Xcursion been impacted, and how does Xcursion plan to impart to others?
Assuming this is still on the music end, I've been impacted just creatively, you know what I mean? Just even what even drew me to rap to start with was, like, you know what I'm saying, just hearing the different flows, different delivery and whatnot, and then don't fuck around and let me find somebody and whatnot that you said was clever with, like, the punchlines and the metaphors and the rhyme schemes and things like that or whatever. I'm like, oh shoot, yeah, hey, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? So on it's so forth or whatever, and or even just coming through with the bravado or whatnot. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll say prime example, Method Man, ironically enough, because I could compare it to him a lot, him and DMX. You know what I'm saying? Like, the what? You're saying, like, because again, you're saying Biggie came out with Ready to Die in '94. You're saying, and the What came out or whatever, and apart from You're All I Need with Mary J. Blige, that was when I really became a big Method Man fan. But you said, but the What or whatever, you know, METHOD, man. Here I am, I'll be damned if they think you shit. Gonna spread the butter lyrics of a harmony grit. It's a killer death trap. Yes, I'm the jet black ninja. Coming where you rest, that surrender. Step inside the ring, use the number one contender. Looking cold booty like your pussy in December. I'm like, okay. You say so on and so forth or whatever like that. Yeah, like listen to the What. The song, the name of the song is The What by Biggie and Method Man. Okay. Fuck the world, don't ask me for shit. Everything you got to work hard for it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, listen to that. But anyhow, like, you know, just hearing, like, you know, just all of these different aspects of, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, just our form of rap, you know, saying, you know, is what impacted me and even inspired me to be like, you know, because it reminded me of poetry. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying, so much, which was one of the things that I was doing before I decided to rap. And the way that everything was just flowing, you know what I'm saying, was just like just that much more. Not to say that poetry isn't flowing itself, because it is. But, you know what I'm saying, rap just hit in a certain way to where it was like, okay, yeah, I like poetry, but, like, you know, I like the way that the folks over here on the rap side is delivering it better. You know what I'm saying? So this is the lane that I want to go into. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I was impacted and inspired on that side. And the way that I want to impart, especially now, you know, with where I am now, the name that I've built up, and even, you know, people looking up to me. Yo, this is so fucking humbling, just even getting ready to say this. Like I said, just even looking up to me as a legend. You know what I mean? And as an OG here. You know what I mean? It's like, you don't get hit with those types of titles or whatnot. And you know, and you know what I mean? Right, period. You know what I'm saying? Let alone not have a responsibility to impart to others. You know what I'm saying? And to pay that forward. You know what I mean? So now, you know, I'm at this place now to where two things. One, whatever I do here going forward further cements my legend. And then two, which is what I love to do anyways, you know what I'm saying? I always, you know what I'm saying, halfway joke and say I'm a low-key A&R. Is to, like, you know what I'm saying, like, to help to further promote others that I feel is dope as well, and to also give them keys and gems or whatnot, you know what I'm saying, that I picked up along the way or whatnot, so that they can take it further. I mean, like, because there's no telling what a person can do with what you give them, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And how much further they can take it, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, and the different creative ways they can work off of what you do give them. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? You'll fuck around and get shot just off of what they did with what you gave them. You know what I mean? So just with that, like, you know, my mind is on, okay, yeah, Dante, further cement your name and everything that you got from the people that came before you, pay it forward. So,
okay, and this is good, and this is so natural, and this is further confirmation for me, because, like, the way you're just walking into these questions naturally, yeah.
Thank you.
So you kind of answered some of this question too, but I'm just gonna. What is expected to come from Xcursion? So you kind of walked us into it. So.
Hey, you know, again, hey, I appreciate it, and just like, you know what I'm saying, with the last question, I'll elaborate more. Pretty much, like, you know, just to kind of, like, you know, reiterate some other points here and whatnot, you know, just whatever I can do or whatnot to further cement my name, cement my legacy and legend, that's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I can do to further, you know what I'm saying, build up other artists in the process, that's what I want to do. And, you know what I'm saying? That's what can be expected, rather not what I want to do, because I'm going to do it. So definitely expect that. And just even with those things being said, the projects that I come out with, definitely keep an ear out for, because I have a lot of great plans, behind each project, and I have a lot of great visions behind each project that's going to follow behind, Underboss, which is coming out ASAP. And then also here too, if or whenever I decide to hang it up as an artist and just go further behind the scenes, you know what I mean? Like that's when I feel like I can fully go into that mode of, being that. Shoot, I ain't gonna be as much of a low key A&R at that time. Of course, when you say just go fully into A&R mode, producer mode, mentor mode. You know what I mean? Like whenever it gets to a point, if ever it gets to a point to where it's like, okay, Xcursion, the artist, has run his course, let him fall back in, and put and put others up on that stage. That's when I'm a fully just fall back and let the other young bulls, go ahead and just take off with it, especially the ones that are looking for Xcursion to impart whatever it is he's able to impart it to them. Like, shoot, hey, I'm gonna be an open well at that time. I am now, but especially even more so at that time. You know what I mean?
Okay. And the last one, why is it important for us to know him? Why is it important for us to know Xcursion, the artist, Xcursion, the man?
Well, to start with Xcursion, the man, I would say Xcursion, the man is I would like to think of myself anyways as a very mild-mannered person. Yes, and very chill, very humble, very loving, very caring. One that would... I'm one of the ones, without question, to where, if I'm invested in anything or anybody, I'm all in. And I think I've been shown that multiple times or whatnot, as evidence towards that. Just apart from anything about, what I would give to anyone. It's just I would say, I could say it like this, to articulate it the best way that I can. There's never been anybody, especially the ones that are like-minded, that's ever come to me, spoke to me, and dare I even say experienced me, and hasn't come out better for me, which I'm glad to be able to say. That's humbling by itself. Just as the man, never mind the artist here for me and whatnot, I've given, safe havens whenever necessary. I've helped to boost people up here and whatnot, just even on the personal level and whatnot, hey, if you feeling down, about something or whatever, and you say that you need for somebody to put certain things in perspective, or even just need an overall boost or whatever like that. I've been that one for them. There was, matter of fact, there was one person, I forget what I put up. I put up on Facebook or whatnot, a meme or a post that was like, if you know me or whatnot, or if you're my real friend or something like that, it's a name, one memory you'll never forget. There was somebody that came up to me and was like, hey, you spoke to me, and it really helped to lift my spirits in a time where, I was down and whatnot, and really didn't, see too much or whatever like that, you know what I mean? And I thank you for that. That's something that I absolutely love. You know what I mean? So that's one thing that I can mention here amongst everything else that I've said about Xcursion, the man. Xcursion, the artist, I would say that I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, yo, like it just even thinking about all of the things that's coming to my mind, you know what I'm saying, to articulate, you know what I'm saying, to speak on. It's like, yo, you say just for a couple seconds before I answer the question, it's like, yo, you really did all of this shit. And like you really hit people in this way, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, like, yo, I even said here in a podcast interview, you know, some time ago, when I, like, you know, saying, like, regardless of what I've done, what I've accomplished, and whatnot, or whatever, you know, saying, or whatever accolades are given to me, I still see myself as Dante Feaster. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like,
still the man, still very humble.
Yeah,
right. I'm talking to our audience. Right. We manifest. I'm talking to the audience.
Yes, right. Hey, some of that. You know what I mean? So I just still see myself as that. So, like, you know, so while I do appreciate all of it, and while I do know where it's coming from, it still feels surreal. You know what I mean? But anyhow, like, as an artist, it's like, it's, if you're, well, no, this is what I was about to get ready to say that caused me to say that. I done ran into a few people, like a handful of people that has said, like, yo, you got, like, in some variation, yo, you got the message, you got the lyrics, you got the bars, you got the flow, you know, like you got the voice for today. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? And that, like, that is a fucking amazing thing and whatnot, like, you know, and I'm thankful for it. And as thankful as I am for it, that would be the very reason why I would say folks would need to know Xcursion, the artist, because I mean, like, you know, if there's folks out there that already believe this and, you know what I'm saying, and resonate with me to that level, I know that, you're saying, like, you know, if there's folks out there that haven't heard me, you know what I'm saying, once they do have that opportunity to, I'm more than confident they'll feel the same way, you know what I'm saying, just based on, you know what I'm saying, the feedback and, you know what I'm saying, and the accolades that I got from, like, the folks and whatnot that's heard me here currently at this point. So it's like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying, if you even feel like, yo, I need something fresh, I'm tired of all this other stuff over here, whatever like that, well, hey, I got something for you. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
That was it.